Imagine an Israeli Jew married to a woman who's half Muslim and half Christian. Difficult enough, right? Then imagine one of so many conflicts in the Mideast threatening Israel, and the husband feels compelled to go home and fight. This is the story behind Bridge of Comprehension, written by Albert Mordecai. Complete fiction, but a story that, as you say, Albert, is all too often true.
It's always happening. I know interfaith marriage in Israel and in America and all over the world. But the interfaith marriage between, Jewish Israeli and half Muslim, special half Christian, it's more problematic. And when the time comes, her father is a Muslim, and he can understand why his son-in-law have to go and fight and may be killing his own cousins. It's about love. It's about hate. It's about understanding. It's about misunderstanding, disagreement, and agreement. It's a touch issue. It's raised every day in our headline, in our homes. This is a religious problem, cultural problem, personal, division. It can be overcome by mutual understanding and tolerance.
You think it can be overcome?
I hope so.
I know. I hope so too, because it's frightening now. It just seems like there's so much hatred.
It's a radical religion. I always tell people around me, I hope I'm wrong, but look like it's going to get worse before it's going to get better.
What's your background, and what made you want to write this book?
I started writing about 20 years ago. I wrote about when it was the Lebanon War in 1982, right? It's more than 20 years ago. I started writing, I wrote about 35 pages, but, it was handwriting, not by computer. My English is not that great, so it's hard to bring it up in the way to the writing. So I started writing about that stuff about 23 years ago, and I stopped. I have 4 kids. They get very small, so it was hard for me. I was working. Now I'm semi-retired. It's not semi-retired. I'm still doing things, but not like used to. And 4 years ago, about when the time got, you remember the problem with United States and Syria and the chemical weapon and all the stuff. And I got an idea to start writing about all these things. And I involve all these characters in my book. And I started writing, and slowly, I saw a picture of a book. My message is, doesn't matter where we come from and what religions we are. We have to start to try to have a mutual respect to one another. If we're going to have this mutual respect to one another, it's not going to be any war in this world. And I know, I'm not a naive. I know it's not going to happen, but it can get better and get worse. So if me or some other author going to write about that, and people are going to read about that, I think that we're going to have a better future. I mean, that's what I feel.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction, for sure. We need to learn to respect each other and accept each other for who we are. We can agree to disagree, but we don't have to kill each other, for God's sake. It's crazy.
Right. You can have disagreement, you can talk about it, but exactly, you don't have to kill somebody. But the problem is the religion. The religion telling, to kill if nobody going to listen to you, or nobody wanted you to be, the religions that they want you to be. So this is the problem. This is very problematic that have to be addressed and talk about it and try to change it.
On that note, we're going to take